Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tales of Tomorrow. Tonight we bring you a story of mystery and wonder, adapted from the masterful pen of H.G. Wells. Settle back in your favorite chair, dim the lights, and let your imagination carry you to a small antique shop in London, where something extraordinary awaits discovery. Our story tonight is titled The Crystal Egg.
The shop of Mr. Cave stood wedged between a tobacconist and a small cafe on a narrow street in London. It was a sort of establishment one might pass 100 times without notice. Dusty windows displaying curious objects that seemed to have no particular purpose or value. Yet on this particular autumn evening in 1897, something within those dim confines would challenge everything we believe about our place in the universe.
Bills, always more bills. How does a man make an honest living selling treasures to people who cannot recognize their worth? Perhaps I should have listened to Martha and sold the shop years ago.
Good evening, sir. I was hoping you might have something unusual, something with character, if you understand my meaning.
Unusual? My dear fellow, you've come to the right establishment. Every item in this shop has a story, though I confess most of their tales remain mysteries to me. Now, what sort of unusual were you hoping to discover?
Something decorative, perhaps. Something that might serve as a conversation piece.
Ah, conversation pieces. Yes, indeed. Now this might interest you. A crystal egg, acquired from the estate of a gentleman who traveled extensively in the East. Quite remarkable craftsmanship, though I admit I've never been entirely certain of its origin.
Crystal egg? How curious. May I examine it?
Certainly, certainly. Handle it gently, if you please. The crystal is flawless, you'll notice. And the size, well, it's rather larger than any egg nature might produce. Sometimes when the light catches it just so, well, you'll see for yourself.
What Mr. Cave could not have known as he watched his customer turn the crystal egg toward the gaslight was that this simple transaction would soon transform his understanding of the world entirely. For this was no ordinary crystal, and the visions it would reveal were beyond anything his modest imagination had ever conceived.
£20. Not a fortune, but it will keep the creditors at bay for another month. Still, there was something about that crystal, the way it seemed to capture light, to hold it somehow. Perhaps I was hasty in letting it go.
Mr. Cave? Mr. Cave, are you still there?
My good man, whatever is the matter? You look as though you've seen a spirit.
The crystal egg. I must return it to you. I cannot. That is to say, my wife finds it unsuitable for our home. Perhaps we might arrange a refund.
Unsuitable? But surely such a unique piece. Very well, very well. Though I must ask, did you notice anything particular about it? Anything unusual?
Unusual? No, nothing at all. Simply not to our taste. Here's your crystal back, and thank you for understanding. And so the crystal egg returned to Mr. Cave's possession, though he could not shake the feeling that his customer had seen something that frightened him. That evening, alone in his shop, with only the gaslight for company, Cave found himself drawn to examine the crystal more closely than ever before.
What secrets do you hold, my crystalline friend? The surface is so smooth, so perfect, almost like looking into still water. And yet, good heavens, what is that?
For there, within the depths of the crystal, Cave glimpsed something that should not have been possible. Movement, shapes, figures that seemed almost alive.
It cannot be real. It must be some trick of the light, some reflection from the street. But no, there it is again. A landscape, but not of this earth. Red soil beneath a butterscotch sky, and creatures. Dear God, what manner of creatures are these?
What Cave witnessed in that crystal egg would haunt his days and consume his nights. For he had discovered, quite by accident, a window into another world. A world inhabited by beings of intelligence and purpose. Beings who moved through their alien landscape with the confidence of a dominant species. And most disturbingly of all, these creatures seemed to possess their own crystal eggs, and through them they were watching us.
I must document what I see. Science demands it, even if science will never believe it. The beings appear to be roughly our height, but their limbs are longer, more graceful. Their heads, how does one describe such things? Large, with what appear to be multiple eyes. They communicate, that much is certain, though their methods remain mysterious to me.
Mr. Cave, I've been thinking about the implications of our discovery. If these beings can observe us as we observe them, what does that mean for our future? Are we specimens in some cosmic laboratory?
I've wondered the same thing, my boy. Each night I see them gathered around their crystals, pointing, discussing, making what can only be notes about our behavior. We are not the observers here. We are the observed.
But fate, as it often does, would intervene in the most mundane of ways. Mr. Cave's financial troubles had not disappeared, and the crystal egg, despite its miraculous properties, represented valuable merchandise in a shop struggling to survive.
Cave, I know you're in there. The rent is 3 months overdue.
Quick, help me secure the crystal, if word of this gets out.
But surely we must share this discovery with the world. The scientific implications alone.
The world isn't ready for such knowledge, and in the wrong hands.
That's it, Cave. Everything must go. I'm seizing your inventory to cover the debts.
Despite Cave's desperate protests, the crystal egg was swept away with the rest of his possessions, sold at auction to pay his creditors. The magnificent window into another world was lost, purchased by someone who saw only a decorative bauble worth a few pounds.
I searched for years afterwards, visiting every antique shop, every private collection I could find. Mr. Cave passed away the following winter, his heart broken by the loss of his incredible discovery. Sometimes I wonder if the crystal egg still exists somewhere, perhaps sitting on a mantelpiece, its new owner blissfully unaware that through its crystalline depths, alien eyes continued to watch our world.
And so ends our tale of the crystal egg, a reminder that wonders beyond our imagination may be hiding in the most ordinary of places, waiting for the right person to recognize their true nature. The question remains, are we alone in the universe, or are there other intelligences out there observing us through windows we cannot see, making their own plans for a future we cannot imagine?
You have been listening to Tales of Tomorrow, bringing you stories of mystery and wonder from the great masters of imagination. Join us again next week when we'll explore another tale from beyond the ordinary world. Until then, keep your eyes open for the extraordinary hiding within the everyday. Good night, everyone.